Have you ever stopped to think about how your favorite skincare or hair care products actually get made? You know, in today's beauty and wellness world, the pressure is just immense. Brands have to innovate constantly, and they need to create products that aren't just effective but are also sustainable, super personalized, and they have to get them to market faster than ever. It is an incredible challenge. So, okay, let's dive into how artificial intelligence is completely changing the game.
But, before we get to the awesome AI solution, we really have to understand the problem. For decades, the industry has been stuck in what you could call an innovation bottleneck. It's this major friction point where amazing ideas just get stuck, or they get slowed down, or even abandoned altogether, because the old way of creating a new product is just so long, so expensive, and honestly, full of risk.
So, what is the beauty industry's big challenge, really? Well, it's a bunch of conflicting demands all hitting at once, right? We, the consumers, we want groundbreaking new stuff, but we also demand total transparency and ethical sourcing. We want products that are tailor-made for our unique needs, but we expect to see them on the shelves, like yesterday. How can any brand possibly deliver on all of that at the same time?
In this challenge, it really breaks down into 4 key pressure points. First, you've got that relentless push for constant innovation that leads to these incredibly long and expensive R&D cycles. Then, you pile on the booming consumer demand for sustainability and clean ingredients. And finally, you've got this need for personalized products that actually work for a huge diversity of people all over the world. I mean, it is a perfect storm of pressure.
And this right here, this shows you the huge shift that's needed. The old way, it was slow, it was manual, with a really high risk of failure, and let's be honest, pretty generic formulations. The new approach just flips this whole thing on its head. AI drives the discovery. Data backs up every single decision. Solutions are personalized right from the start, and green chemistry is baked in, not just some afterthought.
So, the big question is, how do we get from that old way to the new way? Well, this is where companies built specifically to solve this problem come into the picture. Let's take a look at one of them, Hexis Lab, to really understand how this new approach works out in the real world.
Their entire mission is really captured right here. It's all about using this powerful combination of artificial intelligence and really deep scientific expertise to completely transform how products are developed from that first spark of an idea all the way to the final formula.
And here's the end goal, right? It's not just about being faster or cheaper, it's about empowering brands to create products that are genuinely better. We're talking higher performance, more ethical, and truly sustainable, so they can actually stand out and win in this ridiculously competitive environment. Okay, so that's the what. Now for the really cool part, the how. Let's pop the hood and take a look at the technology that makes all of this possible.
So the heart of the system is a proprietary AI platform they call HexisPro.X. Now, think of it like a super intelligent research assistant on steroids. It just sifts through these immense libraries of molecular, genomic, and chemical data to discover brand new, sustainable, and bioactive ingredients. These are the active components that actually make a product work. And it finds them at a speed that would be totally impossible for human researchers alone.
But it's not just about finding the ingredients. It's a whole end-to-end process. It all starts with that AI-driven discovery. Then, they create custom science-backed formulations. Next up is rigorous testing, both in silico, which just means using computer simulations, and in vitro, meaning physically in the lab, to make sure everything is effective and safe. And finally, they provide sustainability consulting to make the final product as green as it can possibly be.
Okay, this all sounds amazing in theory, right? But does it actually work? This is the most important part. Let's look at the proof, the real, tangible results this AI-powered approach is delivering for brands right now.
I mean, just look at this number. A 40% reduction in R&D cycle time. That is staggering. For a major global brand, that translates to millions of dollars in savings and getting to market years ahead of the competition. This is the kind of impact that can totally redefine an entire industry.
And that speed, that's just one piece of the puzzle. The AI's power is incredibly versatile, solving all sorts of different problems for different kinds of brands. For a huge Fortune 500 skincare company, it found novel ingredient combinations for a new product line. For another client, it hunted down green alternatives for their existing formulas. And for an up-and-coming brand, it helped validate the benefits of their natural ingredients, giving them a solid scientific foundation for their product claims.
Okay, let's just pause on this number for a second. To find just 5 optimal green solutions for one client, the AI assessed over 30,000 different materials. That's the sheer scale of analytical power we are talking about. A human team could never, ever achieve that breadth of analysis. It's just not possible.
So what does this all mean for the future? Well, we're not just looking at some cool new tool here. We are looking at a fundamental shift in how the products we use every single day are imagined, created, and brought to life. So if you're going to take one thing away, it's this. This AI-driven approach, it reduces risk and costs. It dramatically speeds up time to market. It lets brands pioneer products that are both high performance and sustainable. You don't have to choose. It makes true personalization a reality, and at the end of the day, it gives brands a serious competitive edge through genuine, science-backed innovation.
And that kind of leaves us with a final thought. For every brand, every researcher, and every product developer out there, it's a question really worth asking. With all the molecular data that's available, all the consumer insights, all the untapped potential sitting in nature, is your next breakthrough product, your next bestseller, already out there, just waiting to be discovered inside all that data?